When did you regret judging a book by its cover? I was having the worst Monday of my entire life. My car got towed from the grocery store parking lot because I parked 15 minutes over the 2-hour limit. Then someone pickpocketed my wallet while I was waiting for the bus. By the time I made it to the DMV to replace my license, the line was wrapped around the building like some kind of nightmare. I stood there for 3 hours in 95-degree heat. People were coughing, kids were screaming, and everyone looked ready to fight someone. When I finally made it inside, I was sweating through my shirt and ready to lose it on whoever was behind that counter. That's when I met Frank. Heavyset guy, maybe in his 50s, with the most monotone voice I've ever heard. His face showed zero emotion, and he moved like he was underwater. Every transaction took him at least 5 minutes. When he'd call next, it sounded like he was announcing a funeral. I texted my buddy Trevor right then. This dude was definitely built in a DMV basement. I'm gonna be here all day. When it was finally my turn, I slammed my paperwork down harder than I needed to. Please just get this over with. I've been here since noon. Frank didn't even look up. He slowly scanned my forms with these thick reading glasses, taking his sweet time with everything. Then he paused and pushed the papers back to me. You wrote the wrong birth year. I lost it. Are you kidding me? It's 1995, not 1994. I just messed up one number. I still need you to correct it and initial the change. I'm already 3 hours late for work because of this. Frank calmly handed me a pen. Then we should make sure everything's accurate so you don't have to come back. His voice was so flat and emotionless, like he genuinely didn't care that I was about to have a breakdown. I cursed under my breath, fixed the date, and grabbed my temporary license without even saying thank you. 2 weeks later, my little sister Hannah went missing. She was supposed to walk home from school like always, but she never showed up. Mom called everyone she could think of. Dad drove around the neighborhood for hours. By evening, we had half the town looking for her. Hannah's only 8 and she has a bad limp from when she broke her leg last year. She can't run fast or hide easily if someone tries to grab her. The police said the first 24 hours were critical, but we were already at hour 6 with nothing. I was driving around checking every park and bus stop when I remembered something. The DMV has security cameras. It's right on Hannah's route home from school. Maybe, just maybe, someone there saw something. I pulled up right as they were closing. Frank was locking the front door. Please, I said, running up to him. My little sister, red jacket, brown hair, walks with a limp. She went missing this afternoon. Frank stopped and looked at me for a second. Then he quietly said, I remember her. He unlocked the door and let me inside. The building was dark except for the security office in the back. Frank pulled up the footage from around 3 p.m. and started scrolling through it slowly. There she was, Hannah walking past the building, dragging her backpack like she always does. But then a blue sedan pulled up next to her. The driver got out and started talking to her. Hannah shook her head at first, but then the man showed her something on his phone. A few seconds later, she got in the car. I didn't like how this looked when I saw it live, Frank said, writing down the license plate number. I was planning to call it in, but I wanted to wait and see if she came back first. Sometimes kids just go to friends' houses without telling their parents. I grabbed the paper with the plate number and called the police immediately. They ran it through their system and found the car parked at a rest stop about 20 miles away. They found Hannah in the back seat, scared but okay. The guy was some creep who'd been using fake photos of puppies to lure kids into his car. When I went back to thank Frank the next day, I brought him coffee and apologized for being such a jerk before. I thought you were just this slow, miserable guy who didn't care about anything. Turns out you were paying attention to what actually mattered. Frank took a sip of his coffee and gave me the smallest smile. Most people don't notice me, but I notice them, especially when something doesn't look right. I never judged anyone by their cover again.